Lee, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, that's great. So, remember doing that 3-day dietary assessment?
Yes.
So, I was looking over it, and I noticed that you have some foods that are a bit of, they're a little cariogenic. Do you know what that means?
No.
So that means they're just, they're more likely to cause dental caries. So this would be like fermentable carbohydrates like sugars and cakes and sweets and yogurts. Overall, your diet was pretty good though, and you weren't lacking so many vitamins and nutrients, but there were a few, and some I just wanted to remind you about to explain the importance of them because you have them, but just not as much as we would like you to. So, are you aware of Canada's food guide?
No.
Okay, so it has changed recently.
Yeah.
Now it's easier. It's in a plate, so we want you to have like half a plate of fruits and veggies, a quarter of protein, which you're doing really well with, and a quarter of whole grain foods, which I'm not seeing too much of in your diet. Is there any reason for that? Or you just not?
I don't like
Okay.
whole grains food, so
That's understandable. Maybe we can find some foods that you'd be willing to try that are whole grain. We can do that at another day.
Yeah.
So I'll just explain to you which nutrients you're lacking of. So the first one is vitamin E, and this is just gonna, if you don't have enough vitamin E, you're more likely to have inflammation in your periodontium, so your mouth, and that's just gonna be a little uncomfortable for you. And when you're brushing, it's gonna be harder for you to get under there and get that bacteria out to reverse that gingivitis. And vitamin K. This just helps with bone formation. So if you're not so the bone actually demineralizes a bit every day and rebuilds itself, and vitamin K is really important in that as it's doing the rebuilding. So you just need a little more of that in your diet. And you can incorporate this by just eating some leafy greens, soybeans, and beef liver. The next vitamin is vitamin C, and this helps with the formation of fibroblasts, osteoblasts, and odontoblasts, which just build the tooth up like every day. You can get this from citrus fruits, cantaloupe, broccoli, and mustard greens. The next one is magnesium, which is also very important because if you don't have enough of it, it's going to reduce your alveolar bone, and that's going to probably cause some possible mobility in the future if enough of it gets reduced, and you might see roots because there's not enough to be attached with the gingiva. You can get magnesium through nuts, legumes, whole grains, and spinach. And then we just have another two to go through. Yep. So the next one is iron, and a deficiency in iron can cause glossitis, which is just inflammation of the tongue, which again would just be really discomfortable to you. And we wouldn't want that. So you can just get that from eating whole grains, clams, oysters, and organ meats like a liver or kidney. And the last one is zinc. So zinc will cause an abnormal taste or smell in the mouth, so different foods may not taste right, which is just, again, that might affect your quality of life as you might not be enjoying the food you're eating. So you can get these from, again, whole grain products, oysters, legumes, and just any other whole wheat products. So after seeing all these vitamins and minerals, you're seeing that a lot of it, they want you to eat whole grain foods, right?
yes.
So do you think you'd be open to trying some whole grain foods?
So I will try.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
And with the caries, it's just you're eating really well. It's just some of the sugars and stuff. Maybe you can have water in between, like with every meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will try.
Yeah, of course, just try. So we can have a follow-up in like 2-3 weeks if that sounds good to you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.